Hello everyone, welcome back to Code Coach. Today we are going to solve sort colors problem from lead code. Let me explain you the problem statement. So simply we are given a vector called nums. It contains only integers 0, 1 and 2 and we need to return sorted form of this vector. The constraints for this problem are the size of the vector lies between 1 and 300 and it is clearly mentioned that nums vector contain the integers either 0, 1 or 2. So before diving into the optimal solution, let me explain you brute force solution and semi-optimal solution. So obviously the brute force solution would be use any inbuilt function or implement any sorting algorithm. Time complexity would be n log n and space complexity is linear if you use inbuilt functions or order of n if you try to solve this problem using count sort, bucket sort or radix sort. And it is clearly mentioned in the problem statement is that we are not allowed to use any inbuilt library sorting functions. So the semi-optimal solution would be traverse through the array two times. So we perform the following operations according to the iteration. So in the first iteration, we iterate through the array and count the number of zeros, ones and then twos. So this is the pseudo code for this problem. So we initialize three variables zeros, ones and then twos with 0 and then we traverse through the array and if we encounter number 0 we increment a zeros count. If we encounter number 1 we increment ones count. If we encounter number 2 we increment twos count. In the second iteration we again traverse through the array and fill the vector from 0 to zeros count with 0, from zeros count to ones count with 1, from ones count to till the end with 2. In CPP, we can done this using fill function. The time complexity would be order of n, space complexity would be order of 1. So it is also clearly mentioned that we need to solve this problem with a one pass algorithm. As we are using two passes, it is not two optimal solution. So the title of our optimal solution is Dutch national flag algorithm. So we iterate through the array and while iterating, depending on the number we encounter, we perform the three operations. So initially we iterate through the array and the three conditions are if we encounter number 0, we place it in first region as it belongs to first. And if we encounter number 1, we do not make any changes to the vector. If we encounter number 2, we place it in last region. So before explaining the code for this problem, let me explain you Dutch national flag algorithm in a real-time application. So if we look into e-commerce website, the reviews would be depending on positive review, negative review or neutral review. This can be done using Dutch national flag algorithm. And if we use any paint application to paint something, we are given a pointer to point on the color or we are given to give RGB value red, green and blue. So it is also done by using Dutch national flag algorithm. So let's jump into the code. We are given a vector called nums. We do not return anything. We need to manipulate the numbers in the nums vector. We initialize three variables, low equal to 0, mid equal to 0 and then high equal to n, which is size of the number. As our first point defines, we traverse through the array. Here we are traversing through 0 less than or equal to n. If we encounter a number 0, as we need to place it in first region, we swap mid with low and we increment the 2 pointers. This will place the 0 in first region and increment the lowest count. And if we encounter 1, as we discussed before, we do not make any changes, just we increment the mid pointer. Else if we encounter number 2, as we need to place this in last position, we swap mid with the high. So this is the code to solve. In order to solve this problem, let me remove all these comment lines since we may not get 100%. Let me submit. Again submit. That's it for today, guys.